Advances in artificial intelligence are leading to medical breakthroughs once thought impossible, including devices that can actually read minds and alter our brains to help treat conditions like anxiety, Alzheimer's.
But that technology raises privacy concerns. That's why Colorado passed a first-of-its-kind law aimed at ensuring our private thoughts remain private. Your political reporter Sean Boyd joins us live from the Capitol tonight.
Sean, this is really mind-blowing even to think about. Who has access to this technology?
You know, Karen, everyone, believe it or not, you can buy devices on the internet right now that can, to varying degrees, decode your brain waves. And the technology being developed by the likes of Elon Musk, Apple, Meta, and OpenAI can change, enhance, and control your thoughts, emotions, even your memories. It's the dawn of a new era filled with promise and peril.
Anything you wanted to do, you can move your computer with your mind and you can control it with your mind using this device.
If you think telepathy or mind control is the stuff of science fiction, think again.
This is kind of like the first consumer-grade brain-computer interface that anyone can have, and anyone can control their computer using this technology.
It's called neurotechnology, and neurologist Sean Pazowski at UC Health says it's revolutionizing healthcare, enabling people who can't move or speak to do what was previously thought impossible, communicate with just a thought or expression.
You could use this device to move the cursor to the letter that you wanted, and then if you wanted that letter, you could just smile and give the command to enter that.
This headset, one of 30 devices you can now buy on the internet to peer into your brain and, in some cases, alter it.
So it is actually modulating and stimulating your brain to help you get a better night's sleep.
The devices promise to not only improve brain function, but identify impairments. Pazowski is using the technology at UC Health to detect epileptic seizures as they happen.
Which we were never able to do that before. This takes out all the guesswork and allows us to change medications in real time.
If the at-home devices are impressive, those being used in the lab are even more so. Our brain waves are like encrypted signals, and using artificial intelligence, researchers have cracked the code, identifying frequencies for specific words to turn thought to text with 40% accuracy.
Give it a few years and we're probably talking 80–90%.
That I just think it and AI knows what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Because of the pattern of my brainwave.
Yes.
Not only do words have distinctive brain patterns, so do conditions like Alzheimer's, anxiety, and addiction. Conditions researchers are working to reverse using electrical stimulation to alter the frequencies or regions of the brain where the condition originates.
The benefits are going to be off the charts. Patients are going to have dozens of more options.
But with the benefits come risks.
It is some of the most sensitive data that you could possibly share with anyone.
Data insurance companies could use to discriminate, law enforcement to interrogate, and advertisers to manipulate. Government, too, could get into our heads and potentially alter our thoughts, emotions, and memories as the technology advances.
Nobody wants to live in a world where some of these misuses or abuses exist.
While medical research facilities are subject to privacy laws, private companies that are amassing large caches of brain data are not. And based on a study by the Neural Rights Foundation, 2/3 of them are already sharing or selling the data with third parties. The vast majority of them also don't disclose where the data is stored, how long they keep it, who has access to it, and what happens if there's a security breach. Which is why Pazowski, medical director of the foundation, led the passage of a first-in-the-nation law in Colorado that includes biological or brain data in the State Privacy Act, similar to fingerprints, if the data is being used to identify people.
This is a first step, but we still have a long way to go.
And with companies and countries racing to access, analyze, and alter our brains, Pazowski says privacy protections should be a no-brainer.
It's everything that we are. You know, it's everything about our thoughts, our emotions, our memories, our intentions.
The new law takes effect August 8th, but it's unclear which companies will be subject to it because, again, it only applies to those that are using the data to identify people. It's also unclear how it will be enforced, especially against those companies that are out of the country. Pazowski and the Neural Rights Foundation are pushing for a federal law and even a global accord. They don't want brain data to end up like DNA data that people sent to genealogy sites only to learn that they shared or sold it to a third party. After all, the privacy of our mind may be the only privacy we have left. Karen and Michaelia?
Yeah, so fascinating, Sean, just taking all of this in. We have some questions for you.
Yeah.
So how much do these at-home devices cost and how well do they work?
Most of them are in the $200 to $400 range. Of course, some are in the thousands of dollars. Because they're marketed as wellness devices, they're not regulated by the FDA. But Pazowski says the ones that he's tried do work, but they only work if you have those sensors attached to your head. Elon Musk has developed an implantable chip that actually allows you to move a cursor, for example, with just your thoughts.
And Sean, we're also wondering, can any of these devices actually control a person's thoughts?
Not a person's, Michaelia, but they have been used to control the thoughts of mice in a lab.
All right, so much to take in.
Yeah.
Sean, thank you for that report.